This video covers changing the transmission oil on a Harley Davidson. Today we're going to be working on a 1996 Softail Fatboy, and keep in mind these steps can slightly vary with each machine, so you'll need to have the service manual specific to your bike for the drain bolt location, torque settings, and oil capacity. It's a good idea to have the bike at operating temperature to help the fluid flow out a little easier. We've also pulled this bike up onto a lift to help us out with getting at the drain bolt and changing the fluid. So we'll start by first removing the tranny oil dipstick. It's important that you make sure there isn't any dirt or debris around the dipstick that could fall into the transmission case as it's removed. Once you've done that, you can move down to the drain plug. You'll see this bike has a countersunk Torx magnetic drain plug. Most other bikes will have a hex bolt drain plug located on the bottom side of the transmission case. This is where you want to refer to your service manual for further instructions. We need to move this electrical connector out of the way, so we'll go ahead and do that and then remove this drain bolt. We're using a T40 Torx head socket with a long extension and a ratchet to do this. Make sure you've got a drain pan to catch all the oil. As you can see, we've got this bike's motor oil draining at the same time, and you can refer to our other fluid change videos for the primary case and motor oil by clicking the link in the bottom right corner. While we give that fluid time to drain out all the way, we're going to go ahead and clean up this drain plug. We're using a wire brush for the threads, and then we'll take a rag to wipe off any metal particles the magnetic tip may have picked up. And once we've got it all cleaned up, we're going to install a little Teflon tape to ensure a good tight seal for the threads. If your drain bolt has an O-ring, you'll want to inspect it for cracks or wear and replace it if necessary. So now while the oil's been drained, we're going to wipe that off and reinstall the drain plug. You want to refer to your service manual for the drain bolt torque spec. We're just going to tighten this until only a couple threads are sticking out. Now we'll clean up any oil that got under the frame with some contact cleaner and a rag, and then reattach the electrical connector. The last thing we need to do is add oil back into the transmission case. This bike calls for 20 to 24 ounces, so we'll go ahead and measure out 22 ounces and add it. You'll want to refer to your service manual for the fluid capacity specific to your bike. Now you want to reinstall the dipstick, and we're going to start the bike and get it up to operating temperature. Once you have it warmed up, go ahead and shut it off and then check the fluid level. As you can see, we're sitting right at the full mark, so we're good to go. Reinstall the dipstick, and we're just going to snug this down, and then you're done with the fluid change. If you have any questions about changing any of the fluids on your Harley Davidson, feel free to give us a call at 1-800-721-8253. Jake Wilson carries all the parts, accessories, and apparel you need to keep your wheels turning. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out on the road.